Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to another video in GT Online Racing, this time in the Yosemite. So it's been a while since I've actually used this car, I think starting dead last once again, because that's just how the series goes really, isn't it? I mean, it's been what, this is the 57th episode? And there's been definitely over 100 races I've shown, I've started last nearly all of them, haven't I? We get a mega start, actually up into P5 from 12, so made up 7 places, actually up into the podium places, that's a mega start. You know, this Yosemite is better on traction than the dummy race car and everything else, so we usually get good starts anyway. So up and now into second place actually, so that's been an absolutely mega start for us. And then getting now on this Dominator race car. And I think I've done these races before, I'm actually not quite sure. I recognise the layout of this track because the Dominator gets past the 9 brakes. They're going horribly wide there on that wooden stuff and just slam into the wall, which actually managed to slam sideways into the wall. Actually the car gets upside down from that, so actually in all things considered I think we're actually lucky to get away with that how we did. So into P4, so we made up 8 places from the start. Now going into this, remember this being the corner of Doom, we get a little bit of slide there on the curve, so that the curves do look to be killer. And I completely wide missed that apex there completely, but at least we're still going in the right direction. And then coming up now into a section, someone's there slammed into the wall here. We're actually now back up and out into the podium position, running out a little bit wide, getting a little bit of understeer. We're managing to make it though fairly okay. As we come now into the second half of the lap, yeah, I remember this race, I remember the layout, but just a few of these corners do seem to be a bit different, so I don't know what the changes are to this track, but I know pretty much where we're going now. We're getting on the back now, as other white empty, using our track knowledge, I guess, to our advantage. So again, we're going for a little bit of a curb boost here now into this next right-hander, running out a bit wide. That's probably taking too tight of a line for us to handle, really, which allows that white 70 and the dummy race car in front to pull away from us once again. Now under heavy braking now for this hairpin. Trying to take a nice line here, which we do. Getting a little bit of time back, I feel, on the 70 in front of us. Now coming now through this high speed chicane, going to absolutely floor it through here, taking a really nice line, getting a little bit of a slide on the exit there, and getting a bit of a compromised exit, but we still get now back up now into second place now, all over the back now of this type of race car, because the Dominator has the better straight line speed, but we have the better traction and acceleration, so which I think is pretty 50-50, and with the airport section of the track as well being traction based, it looks like the 70 I think is the car with the advantage as we're coming now onto the second lap now of the race, as you try and pull away a little bit, getting a little bit sliding and slamming into the wall, but we managed to get away with it. We've got about a second gap now over the dummy race car and everyone else behind us. We're coming now through Airport section, changing to being much more confident through here. This time we do get a nice run there through that corner. Now we can try and just pull away using the curves here to advantage. Of course, even if we do curb boost, the dummy race car is just so much faster in a straight line. They might even be on us now. Going to see straight, actually going to try their line this time. That risky line there, almost falling off the edge. And try and take it out into the brakes there. Actually, that corner is actually a lot better if you take it like that. Now we're still in the lead as the footage cuts a little bit again, sliding to the wall, we smash it, we completely spun around. And the footage, I can only apologise once again for the footage just doing this. I don't know why my PS4 hates me so much. It just cuts out all these significant parts of the footage, but yeah, spun out on the corner of Doom once again and drops us down to P4. So we were in the lead of the race, so we actually had a pretty good gap until then. Now we've got the work to do now all over again. As we come now through the second half of the lap. And I've done one lap in this race, we know how this race is this time, so I can definitely just try and take much better lines than what we did last time through all these corners. And actually they're going for the coastline once again, but we took a wide line in so we can take a much better line, much better corner exit as well. And getting a little bit of spread now between the leading two and me and this white Yosemite in front of us. So actually it's the Yosemite in second place as well, so it's the Yosemite 2-3-4, all of us just trying to swarm now after that dummy race car out in the lead. I'm going to flashily fly now over the chicane, trying to take a much interesting line. Actually it works out okay for us. I mean, this really didn't actually spin out or anything there, so we lost a little bit of time, but nothing lost, nothing gained in all reality there. Running out quite wide there, doing the same thing as that. Yosemite River's getting a bit on the curb and they lose all sense of grip, so just trying to push too hard now, just trying to try hard it really, to try and get back. We should be on a podium at least. Honestly, we should still really be in the lead of the race if we didn't throw it away in the corner of Doom like that. And again, the white car gets a bit of a slide, slamming to the wall, now we get back up now into the podium position, so where we need to be at least. As we come now through the airport now for the final time, getting a little bit of a slide and they're getting a little bit of tire tracks and a huge slide. We just managed to avoid that pole, because I think that pole is a permanent structure, so if you hear that we end up like wrapping ourselves around it or something. As we come now out now into this straight line piece, now going for this risky line here once again, and we're managing to make it work now under heavy braking out for this corner. You get a nice line there, slamming to the wall a little bit, but actually I think that's the best we actually took that corner through this whole race. And then coming now through this corner, hopefully the footage doesn't cut once again, coming up to the corner of Doom to see if we can actually get round the corner of Doom this time under heavy braking now for this left-hander. And managed to get the corner actually pretty nice there, just missed the apex there a little bit still. Marginal loss there. Now then coming up now through the corner, almost just hitting into wall there, which that dummy car did on lap 1. So yeah, creator of that race, if you're watching, you might want to change the colour of that piece of wall, because you can't really see it all too well unless you hit it. We do lose a bit of time though to that Yosemite in front of us though throughout all of that. As it's going now into the second half of the lap. We've got a little bit of a gap behind us to that white Yosemite, so and actually we are gaining on the Donny race car in front, because I can definitely see it now in front of us, which I couldn't before. Again, still getting sliding all over the place. As it comes now through this sweeping right-hander, you're taking a nice line through there once again. I'm definitely gaining on these 70 frames, but it is very enough time for us to actually do anything about them. Now as we come now roll along through this right-hander, get a nice corner exit. We are still gaining on them, actually still gaining on the Donny race car in front of us. The footage cuts, and I've missed the checkpoint! Okay. Once again, just apologies for that, because I don't even know how I missed the checkpoint, because... And we drop down to 4th place, and I can't even show you how I missed the checkpoint, because it's not like I even cut the bits out. While I'm editing this, I play it through and just cut out the boring bits of the race where nothing happens, but that bit of the race, it jumped from... That jump you saw is how it actually happened. The footage just cuts from one bit to another, and I don't know why it does it, but either way, we're going to come across the line in P4, could have been P5, P6, P7, everyone else in the race is right up behind us. But now then, coming on to the second race. Now then, we're starting at the back in the Corvette. I mean, this isn't a car you ever see all that much in these races, is it? Really? I'm sure many of you watching have never actually seen a Corvette actually get raced properly. Because I actually chose this car because, well, we're starting in the rain, and well, this race, the rain really can be a pace nullifier. And honestly, if you take out the top two cars, this car really isn't all too bad. See, there goes the Comet SR, which is behind us now, going to heavy braking now. Fifth right hand, completely missed the corner. Everyone's just shot off now, to smack into a tree. Actually, I think that tree may have saved us, because it means we didn't actually shoot off the map into complete Narnia. So we're still in P9, getting a horrible slide there once again, draw down to 10s, actually back up into 9 to get past someone else. But still, despite how horrible the start of this race was, we're actually gaining on the cars in front of us. Still, we're up 3 places from where we started. I think we started down in 12th, 13th, so we're up places from where we started, which is the main thing. We're coming now into this next right-hander, again, locking up completely, going to shoot straight off the track again. This is a really tightening corner. And just avoid that tyre wheel, that Comet SR, which is now upside down. Yeah, this race is quite a bit of mayhem. There's another car there facing the wrong way, so I don't know what's happened to them. So this race looks like it's definitely causing a few issues, because that's definitely in the rain as well. It's been a while since they've actually raced in the rain. They're coming with a heavy brake now for this hairpin. Okay, you can definitely brake a lot later than that, but I've never done this race before. And I've not raced in the rain in a long time, so... And also I've never raced the Corvette before, so it's a bunch of firsts really for this race. Okay, now round this left hand, now someone that completely fell off the edge, I think. But we're still in 8th place though, so having not overtaken them. Okay, there we go. I thought that may have been lagged there for a second, but no, we actually are in front of them. 4th position now, up into P7. Now then, we're actually back now on solid land, running out very wide once again, because you can't take the normal lines that you could do in dry racing. And we've got a bit of a gap though, 2 of the cars in front of us, so pretty much finding ourselves in somewhat of a no man's land at this point. Just try to keep the car on the track now at this point. Now coming now into this next left-hander, running out again, a bit of a twitching where I just managed to avoid getting on 2 wheels. And we just managed to control that. Oh, that was very lucky there. Smacking into the base, not very often smacking into a bollard. I actually managed to recover it, but we're still there in P7. That's just going to cost us even more time, running out a bit wide through this next corner, hitting to the bollard there once again. I'm pretty much just in an absolute no man's land of ourselves here at this point. So I'm moving a bit further on to the next lap. We're still in pretty much in the same place, but now we're still in 7th. So we're just proving how far behind everyone else we actually are. Okay, let's go. Actually, there's a car here in front of us. Is this for position we're lapping? No, actually, no, that's for position. We've actually made an overtake. It only took, what, 2.5 minutes for us to see another car again? We don't take the best line of first corner. No, you're going to see actually the second half now of this lap. So it's still the same race, but now this is the second half of the lap from the next lap. Now I'm trying to get a good line now up this hill, because the Comet SR does have better traction than us in wet conditions, and actually end up doing a favour here for the Comet SR. And running out a little bit wide again, just getting a horrible slide in there once again, and the footage, and we're in 7th, okay. The footage cuts once again, we span out, recovered, but we're in 7th, so we lost back the place we just gained. But it looks like the car in front of us is actually a Flash GT, so it's not even the same car that was behind us, so honestly I don't know what happened to that Comet SR. I wish I could show you, but I can't. We just managed actually to avoid the pit where they could end up going to the pits, and that'd be a bit embarrassing, wouldn't it? Now as we come now onto the final lap now of the race, and the Flash GT actually pulling away from us a little bit now. I'm trying to take a nice line here with this side, running out a little bit while they get the curb and slam into the wall, and that's going to cost us even more time. But yeah, the Comet SR actually pulling away from us a little bit, but I think the Comet SR is a Flash GT in front of us, but the Flash GT I think is slower than the Corvette in a straight line. They would have eventually, definitely would pulling back on them so much they're going taking a nice GT. Oh, here's the Comet SR, speak of the devil. And then coming now through these like chicane parts of the lap down this mountain road. And then still gaining though on that Flash GT in front of us. But away from the Comet behind us a little bit there, because they're curb boosting as well, and just going to push it back in front of us because that Comet SR is just so fast. There's so much traction as well. We haven't got the outright speed. And they get just to go way too late on the brakes. And then we get up now into P6. So think it's a three-way fight here for 6th place. Not going to get anything higher than this, honestly. Unless a miracle happens and we get somewhere close, maybe even the top 5. Coming now into the hairpin, going very late on the brakes. We take a horrible tight line in there, just go way too late on the brakes. That allows that Flash GT to get through us, because the Flash, pretty much like the Comet SR, does have some pretty good traction in it, and maybe some good acceleration as well, but on the straight line speed is where it suffers. Now coming around this left hand, going to try and not fall off the edge. You get a little bit of a slide on there, but he managed to hold it. You know, he's going for the curbs now, just trying to gain back a bit of time on that Comet SR, maybe if he actually can. And still gaining on that Comet. Now then, still gaining on the Flash GT, even though I don't know why you think it's the Comet SR. The Comet SR is behind us now. They're coming in now on through Mountain Road now for the final time, so we need to try and start pushing through and get that. Was a nice line. We're gaining a bit of time there on the Flash GT, but the Flash is based off a rally car as well, so they're getting a horrible wide over the jumps. Are going to just avoid the cone, so I don't think the cones actually slow us down, but still losing time through all of that anyway, running out massively wide. The Comet SR just slips up our inside. And the Comet SR trying to take a nice fast line. They're completely bottled there off the edge. They've done a bottle bag. Now it's just a two-way fight now for 6th place. As the leader's already finished. How are we that far behind? I think we're maybe even like a minute down or something. How are we that far? Are we seriously that bad in the rain? Well, I'm in a Corvette as well, so it's not going to be the fastest car in the world, but still. Being a minute behind now, we've got 2nd and 3rd place finishes there. A pretty good battle up to the finish line. The Flash GT's actually left us for dead, obviously, quite a little bit now. Actually going to hold me while they're smacking into the cliff, and we're completely sideways now. We're falling down the cliff, and we stuck ourselves up against the wall now. This could not have gone any worse. I don't even know what happened. And now we're down to PA, so that must be the Comet SR that went past us. We're just taking our normal line through here. And now we told the same line we did last lap, but it didn't work out. The car just completely didn't respond to us turning, and just straight lined itself into the cliff. And coming up now, geez, 6th place had just finished. That's the car we were behind has just finished race. We're that far behind them now. Yeah, we lost a lot of time there. The 7th place has just finished as well. That's got to be the Comet SR, surely. And now the DNF time is going for. I'm not DNFing this race. I've not done that bad to deserve a DNF, surely. We'll come around the final corner now. Coming up though to the finish line. We're not going to DNF the race at least. But still, this goes from bad to worse, really, didn't it, this race? And in the first one as well. But at least we actually did the race and not parked up like this this LG in front of us. So it'll be Vince that takes the victory in an LG. So GG Vince. His best lap was definitely a lot faster than what mine was. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely remember to leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Also check out my Discord server, which will be linked in the description down below, along with my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, so definitely follow me and all of them as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.